special place called the...
I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait here. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the
Ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
My name is Matt,
My name is Zach.
and it's a deal.
It's a deal. My name is Zach,
My name is Matt.
and it's a deal.
It's a deal.
My name is Zach.
My name is Matt,
It's a deal.
and it's a deal.
My name is Zach,
My name is Matt.
and it's a deal.
It's a deal.
My name is Zach.
My name is Matt, and it's a deal.
It's a deal.
Well,
We had to, I think it was in our contract to do it.
twice only.
Right.
The guys from upstairs called. They said no third time.
Right.
No third time.
Save your money. It's a $20,000 deal in our contract, and we had technical difficulties on Tuesday, so we just had to play it twice.
That's right. We strive to run an operation that you can feel good about, that you can tell your friends about on social media, and you can give 5-star reviews to on both Yelp and Google reviews. And the third one, the Yahoo reviews
Right.
that no one uses.
Oh, I always ask Yahoo questions. In fact, yesterday I got a tattoo live on air, and I went to Yahoo Answers. How do you know if it's infected?
And is it infected?
I don't think so. We used clean alcohol, sterile needle that just came out of a package, and it doesn't hurt as bad as it did yesterday. So that means I think it's doing better.
Your future and my future are sort of intertwined in terms of media commodities. So I always want to know if you have any health issues. I appreciate you letting me know early and often.
I
that
will.
Your body is at 100%.
Right now I feel 100% clear-headed, healthy. I've been riding my bike a lot. My heart rate is up. My blood pressure is low. I've been eating healthy. I feel fit, ready to do the show for probably 45 more years.
They say, keep telling me, take an early retirement, Matt. You made the money. Get out of the game early. And I say, no. I've got a commitment to my crew. I've got a commitment to Zach. And I'm going to keep swapping for 45 to 55 years
That's right.
more. If there are medical advances, cybernetics that allow me to do it longer, so be it. I will.
I feel that we will be going as long as Saturday Night Live is going for. Right now they're in their 40th season, I believe, or one of their somewhere in that range, and I think we have to outdo that. So 45 years. I don't think SNL is going to be around for 45 years, but I think we can do it.
However long they go, let's do that plus
Right.
5 years.
In our contract, we should stipulate that.
So, as you know, this is the William Street Swap Shop. We invite you all to call us. It's 413-961-4263 if you have items you want to swap. Send the JPEG or PNG files. Preferably, we can also accept TIFFs to williams.swap@gmail.com. WMVs, we don't take them.
No way.
Windows Media
AVIs,
Player,
get them out.
yeah. Come on.
When those come in, we put them right in the trash. The
Yep.
trash bin on our computers, because that's how you get rid of items on your desktop.
We run Norton antivirus like 4 or 5 times just to make sure that it didn't ruin our computer. And Zach's dad is Norton, so we hang out with him later as well. today is going to be a good day. We
Right.
got a lot of new items coming in.
Hey.
We got some people sending pallet pictures. I think tomorrow we'll get to those
Okay.
actually. But
The weather feels great outside here in the swap shop. The trees are blooming. The flowers are nice. The sun is shining. All the birds are chirping. It's great to be here with you, Matt.
spring is one of my top seasons. I sent a social media post saying that earlier today, and it's true. Definitely top 3. And we would like to really blossom ourselves with all the swaps that we can make with people.
Right.
But before we get started with the swapping and the new items today, we wanted to talk about, we had some housekeeping issues. This week, we're down a few people,
That's right.
and we've been running into some technical glitches.
Right.
So we wanted to get out in front of that and just let you know today, if we run into any sort of technical problems, we got a new policy, a new system in place, and it's called Take It to the Woods. So we pre-recorded some footage of Zach with a picture of his dad in the woods, and here's what it's going to sound like when I... So whenever you hear that sound, it means something's not going right, and just cut to the woods. Jacques,
Right.
you're cool with this? Rebecca, we're all good. We got the woods footage ready to go.
We have a talented crew. They work hard on everything from the beginning of the show, what you don't see, to the end of the show. And, sometimes, though, we all make mistakes. And I think someone will be coming on soon to talk about that and take the blame for all of it. Not no one in the studio, but it's someone who's outside as well.
Right. Special guest, a guest scapegoat today.
Right.
All right, so should we try it, the 1st one?
Let's do it, yeah.
Okay. We don't know if this is going to work, but we think it'll be good. When things aren't going well, we take it to the woods.
Take it
and
to
it
the
goes a little
woods.
like this.
Dad, this is your son Zach. I'm here with you in the woods. It's just you and I now. I just wanted to say I'm doing a great job on the show. Everyone says they love it, and I have to say I have to thank you for it. You've taught me everything there is to know about jokes, making people feel welcome and warm. I always remember back when you would help me when I was a young kid and you ran that bar, that pub. You would always talk to customers. People would say, "We like to come in here, Zach's dad, not for the drinks, but for the company. We like being here with you, hearing your stories." And I think that's what people like about the swap shop. I think they like coming and hearing my stories, things I'm up to. I just like to come here and into the woods every now and then and talk with you, Dad. I miss you a lot. I know you don't want me to come visit you right now, but airline tickets are really cheap. I could fly up there, be there really quick, and it will be affordable for me. You don't have to worry about it affecting my wallet. But I understand if you're dating someone and you're embarrassed if I show up. So if you'd ever like to call me, my phone number is the same. It hasn't changed. And I just miss you a lot, Dad. I would love to come see you, and you've taught me a lot. I'm very proud to call you my dad.
Dad, I just want to whisper, I'm sorry I didn't grow up to be the man that you are. I know you wanted to raise me to be just like you. I didn't grow up that way. I'm a different person, Dad. And maybe one day I'll be the man that you are and that you tried to raise me to be.
Even though you're retired, you haven't made it down yet, but I know eventually you will. And Dad, I just want to say everyone who's seen your picture thinks you're handsome, and we're very proud to be with you. Thank you, Dad. I love you very much. I have to go do the swap shop now, but you've always been a shining star in my eyes. Thank you for being my dad.
Okay, good. So I think that
We got everything
shows
cleaned
it pretty
up.
well.
Right. We did have some cables we had to move, and I think that's good to go to if we have any more technical difficulties.
We shot like maybe 4 or 5 hours of that,
Right.
of you out in the woods talking to your
I never got-
photo of your dad.
I never got tired or bored.
Yeah, you got out a lot of things. I
Right,
noticed
I
in
did.
that time. I shot it myself.
I feel great now. Like a lot off my chest.
Does it feel good to talk to your dad that way, or to the picture?
Yes.
Can you say things you can't say to the real man?
Yes. Gets it all out. If I were to have told him, how much I like his jokes, he would have told me, Zach, just shut up. Stop talking to me. And it's hard to believe that a man like that raised someone as nice and kind as me, but I learned not to be like him. What's the opposite of my dad? Me. You're looking at it. I may look like him, but I don't have his personality. I'm a nice man. Nice guy, I promise. You need a ride after work? Today I'll give you a ride. If I come across some trash in the street, I pick it up and throw it away. I say hi to all the dogs I see in the street, and I'm always a hit at parties. People like me. I never break anything. I never stay in their people's bathrooms for too long. I'm just, people say he's just a good guest to have over.
Where do you like to stand at a party?
Usually, I don't like to be involved in all the action, and I definitely don't like going in the kitchen because that's where everybody wants to take shots. And I'm not much of a drinker, so I like to be outside, on a couch. I'll stand near it, or sometimes on it to take a photo, a high aerial photo.
That was just a test to see if you were paying attention. Everyone failed it. But that's all right.
Right.
We'll see.
Well, speaking of the technical
That was
difficulties
unscripted.
we've been having,
Yeah, we have our special guest.
we'd like to bring on our guest to, take the blame for.
You've met him before. We didn't tell him ahead of time that he's here to take the blame for everything.
Right.
So, without further ado, you guys know him. He's
Right.
Drew. He's our IT. He's the head of our IT department.
Drew, have a seat.
Developing the Swap Shop app, among other.
We're
big
going to be nice to
projects.
you, but now you're in the hot seat. What happened, Drew? What's going on? Why is this all your
what's,
fault?
uh,
I don't
what's-
think my headphones are on or my microphone's not on.
You can't hear yourself?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
You can't hear yourself.
I can't hear anything. in the
Can you take
microphones.
one ear off and then kind of hear?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay. Oh, so this is also breaking.
Yes,
Okay. So good. This is in keeping with the theme of today's
Right.
show.
absolutely.
Technical difficulties. Drew, why are the headphones not working?
There's probably either something's not turned on or there might be a short in the wire. Although
Okay.
the wire looks like it's long enough to fit.
Fair enough.
And
There
I
could be a
understand
short.
we've been migrating the servers. Is that also happening right now, or?
Yes, we've been migrating servers, migrating to the cloud. But
Okay.
now that it's been sunnier, there's not as many clouds
Okay.
to migrate to.
Could you just go into
Like-
detail, like just long, just every single thing there is to know about the servers and what happens when a broadcast is delayed?
Which company's servers have we been using, and which company are we going to switch to?
For which piece?
The biggest piece.
Okay. Well, we've been streaming everything to through a group called Akamai, and it is a live stream that streams out. Part of the problem, actually, a couple weeks ago, we did have streaming issues. Okay. We had a internet service provider issue where Akamai was not connecting correctly to the internet service provider we had set up, so we had to switch that at the drop of a hat. And then we had to switch back a couple days later when Akamai made a change and
I'd just like to
That's
point
just
out that
one
we're
problem.
actually having a technical difficulty going to the technical difficulty footage.
Right.
So now
This
we've
is-
folded. It's like the serpent eating its own tail
It
right
is.
now.
So what kind of server would you recommend that we get? A better server?
server for the streaming content.
Yes. Just go into detail about it.
Um,
What are the issues with it? What could the pros and cons be?
Well, the pros of using what we have right now is that we're already using it.
Okay.
And so we're already going forward with that. We're investigating other entities that we could use, but just about everybody uses some form of content delivery network, CDN.
Tell me about bandwidth. How are we doing in that department?
So we have upgraded. We did do a major upgrade not too long ago. We were on I believe we were on router, but we're still on hardware that routes through only 250 megs. And so we're still getting bottlenecked in one part that we need to get replaced. But we have other networking initiatives in place that need to get done first before we can migrate over other router and firewall hardwares. We then get routed to a different set of routers, which for 10 years was on a 2 gig connection for everybody in the company, and then we upgraded those not too long ago, I believe last week. But again, we're still getting bottlenecked by this one piece of hardware that is at 250 megs.
And is there any sort of issues with the ISP on the other side of the highway? Or I know that we deal with 2 different facilities, and do we get any ISP issues, or what are we looking at ISP wise?
That's what happened last week. We actually have, I believe, 3 internet service providers at any given time that we are routing through. But for these streams, we are set to route to only one of the internet service providers. And so when there's a problem with our CDN talking to the ISP, then we need to have a network engineer across the street serve up a new server with code that routes our current CDN to a different one of the other 3 ISPs.
Okay.
And they're doing this type of shuffling on any given time.
Are there ever any issues with, say, the ISP provider communicating in terms of like some sort of proxy thing? Tell me about our proxies. What's going on with those, actually?
So
Which proxy is the one that you like the most right now?
which proxy?
Yeah.
Well, these streams are not being proxied right now, to my knowledge.
Okay. Well, we really thank you for coming
Yeah.
by, and I think we
Thank
learned
you.
a lot today.
Thank you for explaining the technical difficulties.
I gave you the ABCs of ISP CDNs.
And we THANK it. You.
Drew, thank you very much. I see that you are laying down everything about the IP. Thankfully,
I
you don't
am.
have to pee and go to the bathroom during this bit, or there'll be more technical difficulties.
Right.
And it's okay, we forgive you for all the errors that have happened.
I appreciate
And
that.
for the record, you want to know what my favorite proxy server is?
Yes.
Number 3.
Very good.
Thank you very
Thanks so
much,
much
Drew.
for swinging by.
Thank you for having
And
me.
we'll.
We
I
haven't.
swear, I keep promising to Drew we're going to get him on. We have to do an update on our app, which he's been working really hard leading the team on. And we'll get you back out here to talk about
On
it.
your show again soon.
Thank you. Sorry your headphones didn't work. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
I'll
Drew.
look into why they're not working.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Drew, we won't email your boss. So I know a lot of people, when they get in trouble, they CC their supervisor to let them know they need to button it up. We'll just email Drew directly to give him a chance to fix the mistakes, so we no longer have technical difficulties.
He's left the room now, so we can actually say we are going to BCC his supervisor.
That's right. Not familiar with BCC? It's a blind carbon copy. That means no one can see his supervisor's email on it.
Whenever I email Zach offensive, when I try to lure him into saying something offensive, I BCC about 10 people who can fire him. BCC.
And it's a trick, and it never works.
Yep.
I'm always trying. What you see here on the show is exactly how I am in real life. I don't curse. I don't do anything illegal. I fly straight and narrow. I'm by the books.
If you want to BCC us on a work email today, we would love that. Go ahead and bccwilliams.swap@gmail.com, and we'll just quietly watch what's going on in your workday. And then we'll get some actors to perform the BCC later next week.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll call it BCC Theater, or BCC Players.
BCC.
We'll get some guys from down at the Improv Comedy Theater down the street.
Perfect. And that would I look forward to reading them. I'm a bit of a voyeur. I like to watch things. I like to watch emails. I like to not be a part of them, but still watch how the drama unfolds. I know if you're in an office right now, a lot of drama is unfolding. It's the end of the week. People are making weekend plans. Someone might not have gotten invited. There's probably some feelings, and BCCS.
So we should get to the swaps. We're about.
Let's take a look at our swaps.
We've been yammering away, but what do we do here? We swap things.
Right. Sometimes I forget that we're a swap shop. Sometimes I think we're just trading stories and talking about advice and just having a good time. But what it comes down to really are these items in the swap shop.
It's not. We don't. The name of the show isn't Matt and Zach play grab ass in the woods. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Right.
So
And I'd love to see what our CEO, our executive, Bruce Taylor, has to say about the video. If he gets a chance to watch it later this afternoon of us in the woods, I can only imagine his thoughts now.
yeah. Now this is a various scrap assortment from a gentleman named Luca. He seems to have some sort of circuit board and birth control pills, I think.
This almost looks like a movie poster, like if they were to revamp the Matrix series.
Yeah.
And this would be the poster for it, and it would just be, the movie would be called Matrix: various scrap.
Yeah. And why do you think? And then he has to. There's a double agent who he has to give the birth control pills to. It's like a Terminator sort of plot.
It's a computer that needs birth control pills.
Right. So he upgrades his computer with a new chip, and then gives the computer birth control pills.
Right. So other computers don't get viruses from it.
And if you want the original circuit board used in Matrix Unloaded: various scrap, you can make an offer to Luca for that.
He has a cool name. Luca, look at my swap. It has a nice ring to it.
Yeah. I believe it's Italian for the lone wolf.
Right. Look at him. He looks about as lone of a wolf as you'll get.
And yet there's mystery there. Who is he? Why does he do what he do? And where did that circuit board come from? Was it from a consumer electronic like an alarm clock? I don't think so. I think that he's like a secretly genius of computer design. And when you put that in your computer, it'll make it into a living, talking friend for you.
Sounds really cool. He looks like someone that you could actually be a good friend with.
He looks like a good listener to me.
Right. Look at this computer device and these birth control pills. I'm ready to swap them. Do you need birth control pills or a computer device?
Make an offer to Luca. Open the door and see what kind of changes your life will take on when you insert his circuit board into your Pentium-enabled Dell computer.
So, the Adult Swim chat, someone says those are not birth control pills, but they're button contact pads.
Okay.
We're just going to go ahead and wink and say, hey, we got you.
Yeah.
We understand. Sure.
Some people have a hard time. They are, about birth control, and it's sort of they have to call it something else. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Button pads. I got you.
The next up item is a large piece of flesh-colored material with a thing on it.
A Roomba.
Oh no, it's the roommate's cat.
Oh, that's right.
This one's a little controversial, but we've had a pet swap previously, and got away with it.
We would love to chat with Noah to find out, is the roommate, have they
he on board?
consented?
Yeah.
Is this cat okay to go?
You all right?
The allergies have been just bad and down here. Getting a lot of pollen in my nose. If I have to sneeze, I apologize.
I've been having allergies too, and I think we should do a segment. I've been thinking about this on the way in. We're gonna do a segment called Allergy Attack, and it's gonna be like bad, not what you expect. It's just like badass stuff happens in pollen.
Just the camera zooms in and out on leaves, trees blooming. So, that's a cute cat.
I
Hi.
know. I don't
A
see
little
why
cute
you'd want
cat.
to get
Looks like a little
rid of a
stray
cat
cat.
like that, but if you're Noah, if you want to tell us you have your roommate's consent and the reasons why you would want to swap a cat like this, give us a call. Are you more of a dog person? You want to switch it for a lower maintenance pet such as a hermit crab? We want to hear the background story behind that.
Or a little fish. This cat would eat a fish, and now you can get a fish because you won't have a cat. I want to get a fish, but I have a cat, and I'm afraid he'll eat the fish. And I'll tell him, this fish isn't for you. It's not for you to eat. And then right when I leave the room, the fish will just look in fear at the cat. And the cat will say, I'm coming for you. And then when I go to sleep that night, I hear the fish vase drop. That's what I keep it in. And then I walk downstairs to my room where the cat is, and it has the fish in its mouth. And I said, you're going into the swap shop. You killed my fish.
I want to point out another interesting thing about this cat is that it leaves droppings more like a bird, like white bird droppings,
Right.
rather than traditional cat ones. So I don't know, maybe that's something you're looking for.
And are we sure that's not the rabbit from our swap shop
Oh,
photos?
it could be,
Its
yeah.
head. It looks like it's a
Squat.
little rabbit ear squat. Is this back there? It looks like maybe that's just its head. It's little. It's like an emblem. It leaves. I've been here.
We'll see if we can get our IT team to zoom and enhance that a little later and see if we can see the rabbit in there.
Hopefully Drew gets them all figured out on the servers. Drew's in big trouble. It's a beautiful little kitty cat. And okay, it looks like they're zooming in on it now.
Mhm.
We're gonna bring it up.
I can see it, and then it's definitely a rabbit.
Looks like it. See its ears coming back. It looks like it's excited. Its ears are a bit perked back. Over to the left, you can kind of see its nose indentation.
If you guys have theories about why this cat does white droppings that look like a rabbit, go ahead and give us a call, 413-961-4263. If you want to ask Zach about his relationship with his family, you can also bring that up. Maybe it's something you guys can have in common if you have, things to talk over and work out about that.
The strongest bonds are usually formed through mutual understandings, and I think we would understand each other if we've had family issues. But I'm a better person for it. Who have you met before that loves animals as much as me and has no issues with them? Nothing wrong with me.
Zach and I originally bonded at work over our shared bedwetting as a child.
Right.
Just
Big
how we
bed
would sit
wetter.
in the office and just talk for hours about the difficult times we had bedwetting.
Embarrassing, but it's true. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a bedwetter.
We got anything else new? Can we zoom back out and dehance? Computer dehance, please. No one ever asked to dehance.
Dehance. Bring it back to
Can we go ahead and bring
regular
it back out
size.
and
Scale to
dehance
frame,
it? Go ahead and
please.
yeah.
Scale to frame.
Can you morph it? Can you morph it with Zach?
Morph with me, please. Scale to frame. Convert to JPEG. Thank you.
That's back. Okay. We have one more new thing today. I think we might want to get into that.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of Rubik's cubes are being swapped. This one looks gigantic if it's on the size of, or that map is very small.
Right.
If that's a big map,
I don't think it's to scale, but the cube I assume is regulation Rubik's size. Do you like puzzles? Do you like to solve stuff, Zach?
I love puzzles. It keeps me thinking my mind off of other issues of the day or items that I am concerned with, and I just say, you know what, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to solve a puzzle. I feel like a little detective. And at the end of the puzzle, I dust my hands. I'm done.
Do you ever say, "What have we here"?
What have we here? Yes.
Sorry, that was
I usually
a
do
closed-ended question.
I usually say some other phrases are I make a noise. It's not working the way it should. If I'm trying to move the Rubik's Cube into position. I also will say, I'm Not sure on this one. I don't understand it yet. I'm thinking.
It's complicated. I need to concentrate for a sec.
And that's the only time my temper ever rises is when I can't solve a puzzle.
Finally, we have a glass soccer pin. Or it's a glass soccer ball.
Oh. So it's a little ring. Ding.
So it's glass, it's a ball, but it's also a bell. Don't get those two confused. And, do you like the world's favorite, most popular sport? It's mostly called football in other parts of the world.
Right.
When the World Cup comes around, everybody gets real excited about it. And this is one of those years where we don't have a World Cup, so you're going to have to celebrate on your own desktop with a glass soccer bell.
This would be a great item
That's
to
also
have,
good.
Matt, for you. I know how much you love sports, and I can imagine you walking down the hallway with this on your lapel, and you ring it every now and then when you walk by someone. Hey, Matt's in the building. Ding, ding. Matt's here. What up? Ding, ding.
Mm-hmm.
Matt's here. It's not the pizza delivery person, but it's Matt. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
I like sports.
I had a bell phase where I just wear bells like Johnny Depp does. And then I decided that I got to be my own person. But I would make a sacrifice and go back to this bell for sure. And put it on my body. If there was 4 of them, I'd wear all 4 on my shoulder area.
When you love sports so much, I could see you getting the soccer ball, NFL football, basketball, and the baseball. You don't like hockey, though, so no pucks.
No one's here. I just wanted to do a bell sound to help
Okay.
demonstrate that. We
You
have a
tricked
bell
me.
on
I
our swap
worried
shop
for
door.
a second. Who's in the shop? No one yet. If you'd like to be in the shop, give us a call. 413-961-4263.
And I think we should discuss, do we have today's potential swap ready to go? I think that was something we didn't get to yesterday. But we have a potential swap. We actually do. Everyone likes to make fun of us. They don't actually swap things.
Right.
They say, oh, haha, swap shop, but you don't actually swap things. But we do.
You guys aren't swapping anything, is what people will say to us.
Yeah. The higher ups at the network say, we're this close. We're this close, guys. You got to start swapping stuff.
Right.
And we're like, we do. We don't have control over how fast it happens. That's up to the community.
That's it. We're just here to look at your items and talk about them and help maybe amp them up and get them sold or swapped. But it's up to you, the viewers, and that's what's magical is when we actually have a deal, and we've done about, I'd say 20 of them, and we might be making another one here. Two great items.
2 great items. We saw Daniel, I think, made this potential swap offer. He is the owner of the Thumbtack. Can we bring it back up? No, we can't.
There it is.
Okay, there we go.
The Thumbtack is being swapped by Daniel, as you said.
Yes, the Thumbtack that is in the shape of a thumb. And let's talk about the top item. People may not have been around when this first was up for sale.
This is a swap shop original created by Nathan. It's for your car or a refrigerator. It's a bumper sticker with my teeth. It looks like they took an x-ray. I just went to the dentist a few weeks back, and it looks like they took the x-ray right out of the dentist's office.
Imagine my teeth or Zach's teeth, and we're on that camera. And then you'll have a better idea of how that worked.
And if it's a little hard to tell on your monitor at home, but my teeth have a gap in the middle of the 2 front teeth. I was once told by a date that they said they
Should
wanted to
just
crawl
lean
inside
where
my
I am.
front teeth
Instead of moving cameras, you can just move each other, and then you can be where the teeth is lined up. So it's a perfect spitting image of Zach's teeth.
Crawl inside my teeth and put it on your car.
If you want to have Zach's teeth, well, actually, Daniel's already said he wants Zach's teeth. But if you're Nathan and you want that tack that's in the shape of a thumb, let us know. Give us a call today, or, hit us up on a electronic mail.
Really, I think
We'll let you guys know how that how that potential swap plays out.
this really is in Nathan's hands. It's up to him. He could say yes and get this really cool thumbtack, or he might want something a little bigger. I understand when you receive mail, you sometimes don't want just a little tiny box or envelope. You want a big box. People see that and they think you're a little bit more important. Who's sending that person that big box?
Should we both take a break I'm feeling sort of allergic too right now.
I'm about to sneeze.
Just collect ourselves. Take a sip of water. Allergy. We should make like an allergy attack graphic, and then we just hit it every time.
Right. BC, that's something to look forward to next week in the swap shop, the BCC Theater and Allergy Attack.
Yeah. I think we should address something I'm sure people are probably wondering about. Today is Valentine's Day, but we don't have any green on. I guess my bulb
Today's
is all
Valentine's Day?
green. Yeah, Valentine's.
St. Patrick's
I
Valentine's.
get those saints confused.
I know you usually celebrate. You told me you celebrated St. Patrick's Day on Valentine's Day. And
Yeah.
Valentine's Day on St. Patrick's Day.
It's a weird thing, but my family, we would always, because of they got married in Ireland, and then when Valentine's Day is St. Patrick's Day in Ireland.
That makes sense, yeah.
So we had to reverse them at my house. But yeah, so today's St. Patrick's Day.
Correct.
None of us have green on.
Nope.
But we shot a special segment that's full of green. As you know, today we're sort of dedicating a lot of our time to the outdoors and greenery.
Right.
And
What better way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day than to look at green leaves?
that are connected to a tree.
Right.
So we've created a new segment, probably going to repeat it several times a week. But this is the premiere episode. We're calling it Tree Situation. And please let us know how you feel about this, because we put a lot of money into it.
Matt actually
we're
hurt
gonna-
himself. We'll show you how.
I hurt myself, and we're
we
going
come
to
back.
hopefully kind of really roll this into a big thing for us.
Feeling scared. I'm just gonna come back down, okay? Tree situation, Thursday, William Street Swap Shop.
So, yeah.
So what a
Saint-
great way
happy
to
St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Go out and climb a tree. And then Earth Day is coming up, and we will not be going outside for Earth Day.
I celebrate Valentine's Day also on
Right.
Earth Day.
Go out and have a fancy meal at a fancy restaurant.
Every Earth Day, Zach and I actually met on Earth Day. And every Earth Day, we go back to the same restaurant where we met. It's a little small cafe in Paris. And we have the same. I remember it was a latte. I had a latte, and you had a...
Chocolate croissant. I love them. The problem is they get flaky and messy. I was wearing a dark colored shirt that day, and after I ate that croissant, so many flakes on me, it looked like I was wearing a white shirt. Or a medium yellow shirt. I was like a big silly goofball. Everybody knew I was an American, and
I remember I approached you. I was like, "Are you
Embarrassing.
from the States, right?" You're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Do you feel like celebrating Earth Day together?" And you were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Zach."
I love trees and greenery, and let's go out and look at, after I finish and get these flakes off of me, let's go look at some trees.
So today's St. Patrick's Day, but go ahead and if you're into Earth Day, you know, plant something today.
That's right. It doesn't have to be Earth Day for you to be happy about the environment every day. And go out and clean, be a good person, treat it well. Kiss a little leaf.
We haven't had a single caller today, I just realized.
It's okay. Maybe, I know Drew, he told me before the show, he
He
said,
intimidates
Zach, I know you're
people.
going to be upset, but I think the phone lines are broke. I broke them.
Okay.
So Drew, you know, that's like 3 strikes, and Matt and I are really,
We said that to Zach.
Right.
We don't need to right now,
we're easygoing men,
but we said that when he told us that.
but, you know, hey, 3 mess ups in a row. Drew, pretty soon, we will be sending that email to your supervisor.
Yeah.
And after the show today, I will log on and send an email.
I'm going to BCC Zach's family as well as most of the higher corporate vice presidents here.
That's right. We have an important decision that we made, though.
That's right. Oh, yeah, we need to get to that before the whole thing ends.
Right.
As some of you have seen, well, I forgot to bring it with me. A few weeks back, Zach and I sampled our DNA on
Right.
camera, and we offered the swabs up to a person who could make the best swab for us. And I wish I had my props, but, well, we don't need to get into that because
Right.
it's going to be a surprise who won.
We'll take those to the woods.
But we've made a decision about the winner of the DNA swap. I know a lot of you guys have been emailing, when are we going to find out? When are we going to find out? Well, the moment is here, and
Our DNA is ready to be shipped.
yeah, we got a special situation for shipping DNA. We did some research, and it turns out you have to handle it really carefully.
Very, very carefully.
And here's a thing that's definitely not a waste of time. How that works. DNA.
Mia Kaufman,
Mia Kaufman, you're our big DNA winner.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Frame us for a murder or a high treason crime. Treason, I don't care. You have our DNA.
Crossbreed
now.
us with anything. Steal the other idea. Crossbreed us with a tree. You can do anything you want. Our DNA is coming straight to you. And we're going to put in a little bonus present for you, too, because you got us the Moto Ball.
That's right.
We go ahead and zoom in tightly. Camera 1.
Tell.
If you weren't here, Mia got us the Moto Ball memorabilia we asked for, both this pin and other things. A little. So the zooming technology is down,
Take it away.
but we still have static cameras. That's a
Right.
good thing. So Mia, congratulations. We'll be sending you your DNA samples very quickly.
And a little surprise. And, like I said, if you want to go on a heist, steal some diamonds, and then you're afraid you're going to get caught, just rub that DNA swab on the jewelry case, and they'll say Zach White, that's my last name, I don't say it often, was here. This is his spit. He must have been really excited and drooling because he wanted to cash in this diamond and get a lot of money.
Oh, we've got zoom technology back. So we're going to go ahead and look at the Moto ball pin. People are asking, what did she swap? This was it.
She sent a Moto ball pin.
An
It's where my
official-
parents were conceived, or my parents conceived me at the Moto ball games,
At the
The
Goodwill
Goodwill
Games. It's early,
1986.
deep swap shop lore here. Zach was conceived at the Goodwill Games during the Moto ball
That's
event.
right. I'm an 80s baby.
We've covered so much ground today,
Right.
and I feel like we've all grown a whole lot together.
We're going to have a big talk with Drew at the end of the show.
Yeah.
What you don't see after the show is over with is cameras go down, you go back to the stream, crosswords will be coming up, and you get excited and watch crosswords. And while you're enjoying that on your afternoon, we will be in here talking to Drew. Sternly. I won't. Matt is usually the more bad guy. I'm the nice man who, Drew, you next time just try a little better. And then Matt will say, Drew,
In my office now.
yeah,
And then I slam the door.
it's your whole career is on the line.
Drew does a lot of great stuff for us. We thank him for his service. And, we won't be mean to him. But we do want to figure out why the zoom stopped working on the camera. That one came out from out of nowhere.
It's something with the ISDN, Drew.
Probably the proxy server.
Right.
I would blame it on.
A lot of server talk today. Matt, do you have anything you'd like to say before we end the show?
I would like to say, well, it's my pleasure joining you every day. I think our callership will go up tomorrow. I think we'll get the phone lines working again.
Visk says he does not get excited for crosswords. His day ends with Swap Shop, which we thank you and we kindly appreciate that. We
don't. What's the word I'm looking? Condone it though. We
Right.
like for people to stay tuned in.
We want you to stick around and watch crosswords coming up shortly after we end our broadcast at 2 p.m. And then stick around, of course, for episodes and Fish Center and all the other shows. It seems like every day we have more shows that are on the stream, and they're all really great. And we thank you for watching, as always.
Until tomorrow,
It's a deal.
it's a deal.